Alright, so I've been playing around with the StudioLive VSL and finally figured out the minimum resolution to see the entire screen. Evidently it's 1400. That resolution you're looking at there is 1400 by 1050. It does have some room in the bottom, that's capture behind it. So you could, I think 900 height, but you need 1400 to see the entire screen without having to do any scrolling. So found that out today after I borrowed from my company, my work, a StarTech USB to video adapter. Basically it's connected to a Dell laptop. It's an older Dell. It's a Dell 6400. I've actually had the best luck recording with this than anything else. And all that, of course, is hooked up to the StudioLive. So I've got a show coming up July 4th. We do a community show for a couple thousand at a suburb of Columbus here. And want to be able this year to mix remotely. So instead of having to reconfigure everything I have, I've got, I don't know if you can see this very well, but I've got a snake hooked up to the StudioLive. We generally run from stage. I like to run the monitors from stage, but I'd like to have the front house engineer actually sit out with the crowd with another laptop. So that's where this Toshiba comes in. So what I've done is I have done a, I forget what the name of it is, the software that I'm using. Let me go over here and look. I think it's VNC, yeah, it's Type VNC server. The server runs on the computer that's actually running Capture and StudioLive, or in this case StudioLive. You don't need Capture to run necessarily. And the viewer runs on the other. So what I'm looking at here is the actual screen from the other computer. And I can do this in full screen if I wanted to. I could actually do this, I could scale it a little differently if I wanted to too. But long story short, he'll be able to sit out there, he'll be able to see this, and he'll be able to mix the entire band. So I'm going to go ahead and start this up and show how far away I can get. I just did this a second ago and I was fairly impressed. What I've done is I've set up an ad hoc network. What that means is I don't have any routers. All I have is my Dell. It's got a Wi-Fi card obviously built in, and the Toshiba as well. So when I get it all going, and let's start it. I'm going to start Capture. You may hear some audio problems with the Dell. That's because it's doing a lot of things right now. I don't anticipate having Capture playing back or recording while I do all this. I wouldn't recommend having one machine try to manage all that anyway. So alright, as you can see, I have it running, and you can see that it's showing up here. We're going to take a little walk and hope I don't drop this thing. So we're just going to take a little stroll through the neighborhood and look both ways before we cross the street. Alright, so we're across the street now. Probably going to get queasy with my walking around. And I don't know, what's this, maybe 50 feet or so. I know it works here, but we'll show you. I'm just going to go over here. If I can. Biggest problem is I can't see the cursor. And we're going to, you can hear that? And we're going to walk a little further. So I'm going to try to get about twice that far, which will be more than enough for the 4th of July. I'm actually fairly impressed that just 2 laptops don't need anything else to connect the Wi-Fi with. Alright, so I don't know. Call this 100 feet, I don't know. That's the house off in the distance there. And I'm going to go down here. And I'm going to raise the volume again. You can hear it. I'm sure the neighbors love this. So there you go. That is that's how you can connect 2 of these together and hard. Get this, get the VSL running. I can't anticipate a time where I would need any more distance than that to mix from. I mean, that's pretty far. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, it all works out.